Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome to a brand new mini-series. Now this is episode 1 and I'm going to be collecting a lot of feedback with how you guys want me to do this. There could be footage in the background, there may not be, it depends how much time I have. Because, you know, after getting back from an event, it's very chaos and hectic to get things back on track with content. So if there's no footage, then future episodes probably will. But this is basically just going to be a discussion talking about a QT that I posted over a week ago, which was, what rank are you and why? Why are you not higher rating? Why are you that rank? And a lot of you responded. We had over 500 responses. And if you actually still want to respond, it'll be in the description and you can kind of, you know, add your own opinions and reply to people if you want. But the idea is each episode that I do this, if you guys do enjoy it, I'm going to be covering a certain rating. So today we're going to be covering silver. And I'm going to be going through some of people's comments about why do they think they're in silver and kind of looking at what the most popular things are. Now, the cool thing with QT as a website is I can just very quickly see what are the most popular things people are writing. And for example, right now, I can see that lane phase is kind of a popular thing that people are talking about. Tournaments is another thing people are talking about. So I can kind of sort this very quickly and find out what are people missing, what do people kind of need to improve on, and I can kind of just give my 2 cents about it. So again, if you're silver, you can still add your own opinion to the QT, but because obviously I'm doing silver first, the next episode will probably be bronze, then it'll be gold, then platinum, and then diamond plus. Now you'll be like, why are you doing silver and then bronze and then gold? I'm going out of the popularity of each ranking. So silver is the biggest and the most popular rating in the ranking system. Then it's bronze, and then it's gold, platinum, diamond, master, then challenger. So we're going to go in order of that, the order of population for each rank. Because even with you guys answering this, you know, I asked you guys to fill in what rating you are. The most was silver, then bronze, then gold, then platinum, and then diamond plus. So we kind of have the League of Legends ratios here, which is kind of cool. So let's begin. So the first thing I just want to kind of say is thank you very much for all the feedback, everybody. Like, I think I might have mentioned that already, but it's been awesome, and this helps me not even just for this mini series, but now reading all this stuff, I can see what people are going to be struggling with the most, and whether it be in my commentaries, you know, my time to until or climb to master, or when the new unranked to diamond comes, I now have an abundance of information to why you guys think you're not climbing. So I always can refer back to this and go, ooh, is that a topic I can talk about in a commentary? So firstly, thank you for that. So let's just kind of talk about the first one. And the one that seems to be very popular is anxiety, is ranked anxiety to some degree. Whether that be somebody actually having anxiety going, oh no, I can't do ranked, it's too much for me. Or it's not the anxiety as much, it's more, I just don't see the point of playing ranked because of all the stress that comes with it comparing to normal games. So those are, I would say, the most popular that I've seen right now in the silver rating. So let's just quickly talk about ranked anxiety. So believe it or not, I used to have ranked anxiety. You may have heard this before, and a lot of people will go at me and going, no way, you didn't have ranked anxiety. You're the guy that thinks normal games aren't very good. Firstly, normal games are great. If you're a brand new player or you're casual, you just don't like the stress of ranked, normal games are awesome. So firstly, you have to determine, is ranked even for you? For some people, it'll be, hell yeah, I'm competitive. I want to get that rating. I want to have that, you know, shiny badge at the end of the season. I'm doing ranked, and they'll be all for it. There'll be some people on the fence going, oh yeah, I would like to do ranked, but the stress and the toxicity, that was me, by the way. That's the category I fit in back then. And then the third one is, nope, I don't see the point. You know, I don't want to do this. I'm just going to play normal games. I love League of Legends as a game. I love the mechanics. I love the champions. But nope, can't be bothered to deal with all that stress from ranked. So you have to determine which one are you. So if you're the third one, that's that I can't be bothered, it's not for me, then that's fine. You know, that is completely fine. You may change in time. You may play normal games for a couple years and go, this is kind of not really getting me anything. I'm going to go into ranked, which is great. Or you'll be someone like me that's kind of on the fence about it. You know, I started playing League in Season 1. Got to level 30, and I played 6 ranked games in Season 1. When I was, trust me, if there was Bronze 6, I would have been in Bronze 6. I was so bad at the game, but I still had that feeling inside of me going, yeah, I kind of would want to play ranked. I lost all 6 games, by the way, lost all 6. Didn't play ranked again for the whole season. And that kind of put me off. I was like, oh god, that was bad. I lost all 6. Season 2, I played a little bit more, but not really a lot. I remember being, you know, physically nervous about entering ranked, physically feeling a little bit ill every single time I wanted to play ranked. But I sucked it up. You know, I was just like, nope, it's a video game, let's do it. And did it for a while. Didn't take it that seriously. And then what happened to me with ranked anxiety, and basically there's always a tipping point, I find, is that you'll be nervous, and suddenly there's just a click. A lot of that click will come just by forcing yourself to do it more. And basically mine was when League of Legends actually then became my main video game. You know, World of Warcraft was my main video game that I played in Season 1 and Season 2. So I didn't really play a lot of League. I didn't really care about ranked, but I was obviously I was nervous about it. But then I stopped playing World of Warcraft, and then League of Legends moved into my main game. And then I kind of was like, I have to play ranked. Like, you know, I'm from a competitive background in World of Warcraft, you know, being the top 200 hunter in the world for the past couple of years. I can't just play normal games in League anymore. I have to play ranked because it's now my main game. And really, like, it didn't take long at all to kind of just snap out of that League anxiety and just went boom. And a lot of it is just what you know. What do you do? So what I would say with anxiety of any really form, and again, I'm not a doctor here, but I find anxiety comes with anomalies that you're doing in your life. Is if something that you're normally not going to do, you're going to get anxiety about it. For example, I can give a recent one. I just came back from an event. Would I say I had anxiety about the event? No. Was I nervous about the event? Yeah. You know, the morning, when I was in my hotel room, and the morning of the Saturday, the morning of the event, I was nervous. I was like, oh God, you know, this is going to be it. And that's, you know, me. And I'm kind of a fairly confident person. It's completely fine being nervous and a little bit anxious about stuff. But the more you do it, the less you get. I remember the first ever gaming event I went to with thousands of people. The first ever one I went to wasn't a gaming event. It was Comic-Con. I went on Saturday. It was the day that there's 30,000 people. And it was nuts. It was crazy. But now I've gone to more. My anxiety levels have gone down at events. So that's what I'd say mainly. And again, you can translate that to League with ranked anxiety. It's all about getting used to it. But you do have to ask yourself the question, is it even worth it for you? Do you want to be a ranked player? Like, you got to ask yourself these questions. But yeah, that's pretty much it with ranked anxiety and being nervous, is that you're going to be more nervous, the more... again, it's another point. It just popped into my head. I'm not going to say the specific phrase because some people will know this. You're putting ranked on a pedestal. Don't put it on like a trophy. Don't have it like, you know, this amazing glorious thing. It's just ranked. It's nothing crazy. I go into ranked without even thinking nowadays, you know. I know that probably doesn't sound very good, but it's not this glorious like kingdom of heaven. I don't know how it come from. Like I say to you guys, you know, a lot of people go, oh, diamond is going to be the place of glory. Nope, you guys see in my videos that it's not. It's just ranked. It's just what it is. So it's nothing crazy. Like, I understand why people are nervous about it, and that will take a while to get rid of, but it's nothing really to get nervous about. That's what I'd say. And the more you do it, the more you'll be okay. So that's just the first point, and the most popular point that I saw with all these silver answers is the anxiety, the nervousness, and that type of thing. So there's that. The next one. So again, I've got like a little list of like the most popular topics that people are talking about is decision making. So decision making in terms of a lot of things, really. There are people saying, you know, decision making about what champions I play, item builds, how do I know all this stuff, where do I learn this stuff. So the first thing to say with decision making is it's going to take time to get. Some people will pick it up pretty quick. You know, I've given the example that I've known people that play League, play ranked, in their first ever season of ranked, they get diamond. Like, I have known a couple people to do that, and obviously they're just very... Either they're just very natural at the game of League of Legends, that they just pick it up, they love it, they go with it, they're diamond. Or they're just very hard-working. You know, a lot of people don't realise that a game like League is a hard-working game, is the amount of knowledge that you need in League is crazy. Like, if you just sat down right now and wrote on a piece of paper everything that you knew about League, you would need more than one piece of paper. You'd need a whole book. Like the item names, what do they do? The champion abilities, champion names, champion passives, counters. You'll surprise yourself with how much you know. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you guys know it. If you right now are going, yeah, damn, I do know a lot about League. All you have to do when it comes to decision making in League of Legends is apply that knowledge while you're playing. Majority of people do not do this. Majority of people know it, and you know, when they watch a YouTube video, they go, that's wrong, or they watch LCS and go, what's that guy doing? It's very obvious when you're watching stuff. But if you're in game while playing and you have all this knowledge that is just in the back of your mind, but you're not actually using that knowledge in game, then it's useless. That's the point. That is a big thing that separates high rating players than low rating players, is high rating players are using their knowledge while playing. How much damage am I doing? How much damage are they doing? What's the decision making when it comes to doing this Baron? Is it a good idea? Are they bot lane? Where are they? Predicting. All this stuff is just constantly looping around your head. So what I'd say as a silver player who is worried about decision making and it's, you know, a little bit tough, is basically only needs to be a few seconds. If you can't have a few seconds, that's fine. You know, some things in League of Legends, you've got to respond instantly. But if there's a moment, let's say you're jungling or you're mid lane, you're like, okay, I'm going to go for a roam or I'm going to go gank bot lane. Just take 2 seconds to just kind of think, is that a good idea? Always ask yourself that, even if it's just internally right here. Is that a good idea? Just do that and you'll probably notice an improvement in your own decision making. And that's all you can do. So the people that are like, my team always throws a Baron, blah, blah, you can't solve that. You can't change the decision making of others. The only thing that you can do is change the decision making for you. And if your decision making is good, a lot of the time what happens is people follow people that they trust. People follow people that go, oh damn, that guy knows what he's doing. And it's about leading by example. The person that types an essay in chat is just going to get muted because he's annoying. The person that plays well, makes good decisions, is the person that isn't going to get muted because everybody's just going to go, he knows what he's doing. He's calling Baron. I'm going to go do Baron with him. That's the idea. So lead by example and just think about everything that you're doing. I know that sounds very basic. And to some people it's like, he's insulting my intelligence. Of course I think. You'll be surprised that you don't. Most people go on autopilot mode in League of Legends, and that does not include the knowledge that they know. Some of the things that you see, I recommend, if you do want a good laugh, and again, I mean this by the nicest way, there is a stream called Salty Timo, twitch.tv/Salty Timo. I'm not affiliated with this stream at all. I just watch it myself. And it's basically Bronze 5 games. Go on that and just watch, because you'll understand people that simply do not think about when they play. And obviously you in Silver, obviously this video is aimed at Silver, you'll have a little bit more, you know, better play and better knowledge and better decision making, but you'll be surprised how common and similar that is in some aspects. And that's what I'd recommend. So thank you very much. So that was the 2 ones we've done so far, as anxiety and then decision making. The third one is all about champions and meta and that type of thing. So people are like, I don't know what champion I want to play. Do I do champion pool? Should I one trick pony? All this stuff is something that a lot of silver people seem to be struggling with. And I'll say one thing you'll notice if we continue this mini series, the differences between silver and bronze probably aren't going to be that different. I actually will say right now, one of the things in bronze that I have not seen in silver, or because I've skimmed through, mechanics are coming more up in bronze than they are in silver. Because mechanics aren't, you know, people know their mechanics a lot of the time. It's just executing the mechanic. But, you know, when we get to like gold and platinum, if we do end up getting up to those ratings, these things will probably fade away when it comes to champions and that type of thing, because the higher rating you get, people are kind of more settled into what champion they're playing or the style of player that they are. The rating of around silver is where people are kind of still experimenting. They're like, am I a bruiser player? Am I a tank player? Am I an assassin player? Am I everything? Am I an AD carry? A lot of this is where silver lies. And that's fine. There has to be a place for experimentation, especially if you're newer to ranked or you're just, you know, more casual about it. Because, you know, the more hardcore people are, the more they'll be like, I am simply a top laner. That's all what I do. But that's not what ranked should be about. You know, to the average casual player, it should be, I'm going to play a bit of top, I'm going to play a bit of mid, and that's completely fine. So what I'd say when it comes to champions, pools, meta, simply, and this is just the simplest answer I can give, play what you will enjoy. It's that simple. You know, a lot of people, when I stream, always spam questions at me. Huzz, what do you think of this champion? What do I think of that champion? Is this champion good for climbing? And I always just basically give the same answer. Anything can get high rating. You see Urgot mains in Challenger, probably. You see Teemo in Challenger. You see Victor, who's not very strong right now, in Challenger. Like, there are champions all over the world. Any champion main can get Challenger. Any champion can get Challenger. That's not the problem. It's how you play the champion is. So if I say, someone goes, okay, I see you playing Orianna and she looks to be really good, should I pick Orianna up? My first question to that person will be, are you good with Orianna? Like, that is the question. It's not, is Orianna good? It's, can I actually play Orianna? Is it worth playing Orianna? So that's what I'd say, is always have a self-reflection of, you know, realizing I can play anything. As long as I'm playing it in its viable position, in a strong position, can play anything. But am I good at it? If I am good at it, hell yeah, I'm going to play it. If I'm not, I'm going to pick up something else. Do I even enjoy that champion? You know, a lot of people, when it comes to meta, and a lot of people, why people hate the meta, is because they see people swapping champions all the time and not having fun. So they just see basically, in a person that doesn't like the meta, that their opinion is they're all sheep that just follow whatever's strong. You know, they're just following the shepherd. And the person that isn't the meta, they see themselves as this really cool wolf-like figure going, I'm the cool guy. I'm not playing the meta, I'm playing my champion. And there's a bit of that, I suppose, but just be smart about it. You don't need to judge people when it comes to meta, off meta. All you've got to do is self-reflect going, am I playing a champion that I can climb with? If the answer is yes, keep playing it. If the answer is no, maybe don't. Look for something different. And that's basically the answer. I don't want to make it any more complicated than that, because it doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need to look at tier lists. You don't really need to look at what the pros are playing. You can look at that stuff for inspiration. You can look at that going, hey, I thought that Kled is a cool champ. I saw Soaz play it or whoever. I'm going to maybe look to pick that up. Play him a bit in normal games. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Then take him into ranked. If it isn't for you, do it again. Find another champion. So that's pretty much going to be it. We're going over, with 3 or 4 points in each video. And what I'd say, if this is more popular, then I might do a second version 2 of Silver and go over even more. So what I'd say is, if you're in Silver or you're any other rating, in the description of the video, sign up to QT. Put down whatever you think as well. Why are you in this rating? What's holding you back? And I'm going to do more of these videos. I like these. You know, think of these as kind of the league discussions probably for the next few weeks. And also, if you do sign up to QT, make sure you actually follow my page on QT, because then you'll get notified whenever I post one of these, which is kind of cool. So, like it, subscribe, leave everything feedbacky down below. Remember, I know a lot of people go, Huzzy, I want gameplay. The problem that is, the reason why there isn't gameplay, by the way, in this video, is I usually use replay files to get the footage that you guys would see here. It was patch day today, so I can't actually access any of the replays that I have for footage. Hopefully that makes sense, but there will be footage upcoming. So anyway, like it, subscribe. See you guys next time. See you.